Welcome to Combat Recapped. It was an event that had a lot of ups and downs. In the co-main event, Jimmo and Anthony Perosh battled it out for what should have been a fight to remember. In the end, it was a one-sided affair with Jimmo and Anthony. We'll take a look at what was learned from this UFC 149 fight that happened in July 2012. It was a quick and brutal fight, but in the end, Jimmo emerged victorious over Anthony Perosh. In just 7 seconds, Jimmo became the winner of the fight and also set a new UFC record for the shortest fight ever. But what can we learn from this brief bout? Is there anything to remember about this fight? Now let's review. This was a very one-sided fight, with Jimmo dominating Anthony Perosh for the majority of it. Jimmy controlled the octagon and landed some heavy shots on Perosh, who had no answer for his opponent's power and precision. At the end of the night, Jimmo won by KO in the second round, sending a clear message to the rest of the light heavyweight division. This fight showed us that Jimmo was a force to be reckoned with in the light heavyweight division. He had great power and accuracy and was able to control the octagon against a very experienced opponent. The win surely gave him a lot of confidence moving forward. Jimmo was a very tough fighter. He was able to take a lot of punishment from Anthony Perosh and still keep going. This showed his determination and resilience. He had good striking ability. He was able to land some good shots on Perosh and knocked him down a few times. Overall, we learned that Jimmo was a very tough and well-rounded fighter. He had the ability to compete with the best in the UFC. But did you know that Jimmo is dead? Now let's talk about his death and see how he died. In Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, at the crack of dawn on June 26, 2016, Jimmo got into a fight in a parking lot. He got into a disagreement with a truck driver, and as Jimmo was leaving, the driver ran over him and drove off. Later, Jimmo passed away from his wounds in the hospital. The event resulted in charges against two men. The 23-year-old Anthony Gischel was accused with second-degree murder, criminal negligence causing death, operating a motor vehicle in a risky manner while causing death, and failing to halt at the scene of a fatal accident. Jordan Wagner, a 21-year-old, was accused of helping to commit the murder after the fact. Finally, on November 26, 2018, Gischel entered a plea of guilty to manslaughter and hit and run, and on December 3, 2018, a Canadian courtroom sentenced him to 8 years in jail. Now, talking about Anthony Perosh, could there be anything that should be learnt from him in the fight? Anthony Perosh is a very experienced fighter. He had been fighting in the UFC a long time. He has fought some of the biggest names in the sport, including Ryan Couture and Dan Henderson. Anthony Perosh is a very tough fighter. He had never been knocked out in his career. In fact, he had only lost 3 fights by knockout. Anthony Perosh is a very dangerous fighter. He has a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and is an experienced striker. Anthony Perosh is a very tough opponent for any fighter. He's experienced, tough, and dangerous. Any fighter who wants to beat him will need to be at the top of their game. What really happened to Anthony Perosh that he had to give up in just a few seconds of the fight? Do you think Jimmo was more ready and fit for the fight? Please leave a comment below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to Combat Recapped and hit the notification bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks for watching Combat Recapped. See you in the next video.